All right, today's quick lesson is just fretting exercises. We're going to do a couple of them here. Jumping in, these are good to use as beginner, intermediate, or advanced. I still use these all the time before going on stage just to kind of get loose. They're not very musical, but they are functional as long as you're practicing to a metronome and setting goals. Always set goals with this. We should be playing all these with a metronome and work on different subdivisions. So I'm just using the metronome that's available on Google. I have it set to 85 beats per minute. The first exercise we're going to do is the 1, 2, 3, 4. Just thinking we have our first finger, pointer, then our middle, then our ring, then our pinky. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we should be able to take up 4 frets. This is great to coordinate your right hand and left hand, or if you're a left-handed guitar player, the opposite. Just coordinating your picking and your fretting hand. So, metronome on, whole notes. I'm just going to go up to the D string on the whole notes because otherwise we're going to be here all day. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1. Making sure all the notes are ringing in. Nice and even. You're playing with your fingertip. Not the pads of your fingers. Getting close to that fret without being on top. 2, 3. You're not rushing. 3, 4. All the notes are blending into one another. So, like I said, I'm stopping on the D string, but I want you to keep going all the way to the high E. When you get to the high E, you got to go backwards. So starting on the 4th fret, working your way down. 2, 3, 4. Same thing. All the notes are blending into one another. Catching some snare drum rattle, sorry. Right, so after we get that, we're going to go to half notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to cut it off at the halfway point, sorry, and then work backwards. 1, 2, 3. Quarter notes. Work it backwards. Go all the way to the high E though. Then we'll go to 8th notes. And now we're going to start using alternate picking. Feel good there? Go to 16ths. So that's exercise 1. Stop that. Exercise 2 is really not a great sounding one, but it's very effective to help with stretches. Same idea, 1 finger per fret. First finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger. Starting on the D string, 1st fret. Then we're going to play G with your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret. B with the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret. High E string with your pinky on the 4th fret. Then we're going to move up a half step and play the mirrored image. So meaning we're playing with our first finger on the high E string and working our way backwards. Then we move up another half step and start like we did on the first fret. Move up another half step, the opposite. We just keep that going up the neck. So along with that same shape, if we take it up an octave and go to the 12th fret of the D string, we can play it as a chord in this instance. So what we're going to do, 1, 2, 3, 4, all on separate strings. And then what we're going to do is just switch the inside fingers, meaning this second finger, our middle finger, is going to come from the G string to the B. And our third finger, our ring finger, is going to go from the B string to the G. So you have your first one, swapping our inside fingers just to the different strings. Then when we get there, we're going to throw our outside fingers now. So our first finger comes to the high E string and pinky goes to the D. Then the last part of this motion is the inside fingers once more. So all together we get this. Now this is kind of like finger torture, but think of it as finger yoga, because what we're doing is we're creating the dexterity in our fingers and the flexibility, so when we go to play bigger chords or bigger lead lines, everything will work as we want it to. And then because it's a 4-fret span, we can move it anywhere. Right, we can keep going all the way down to the first fret. So have some fun with that. Check out all the other courses that are up here. Visit frankrohalski.com. There's going to be more content coming up, as well as videos of live shows and the recording process. Thanks, guys.